These are 5 real-style confessions from the darkest corners of Reddit. Different ones this time, but just as ugly. Number 1 got the entire thread wiped within an hour. Let's start with number 5. I taught high school for 11 years, and every year there was one kid everyone else quietly resented because I gave them the benefit of the doubt over and over. Last spring, a girl in my class turned in an essay another student had clearly written for her, word for word, the same as one I'd graded from a different section 2 years earlier. I gave it an A anyway, because she reminded me of my own daughter, the same nervous handwriting, the same way of avoiding eye contact when she was scared. The student whose original essay, it was never said a word, transferred out the next semester, and I still don't know if it was because of that grade. I've told myself for a year that it wasn't my fault 2 students made their own choices. I've never once corrected the grade. My mother passed 2 years ago, and going through her things in the attic, I found paperwork proving I was adopted at 11 months old, something neither of my parents ever mentioned once in 34 years of birthdays and family stories about the day you were born. There was a name on the original birth certificate that wasn't the one I'd always known as my own, spelled in careful handwriting that wasn't my mother's. I found the woman's obituary from 4 years earlier in under 15 minutes online, a whole life laid out in 6 short paragraphs. She'd lived 40 minutes from our house the entire time I was growing up, close enough that we could have crossed paths in a grocery store without either of us knowing it. I never told my father I know. I never looked for anyone else who might be related to her, no half-siblings, no cousins, nothing. I put the folder back exactly where I found it, in the same box, under the same false bottom, like some part of me needed it to still be a secret, even now that I'm the only living person who has it. I worked in claims for an insurance company for 9 years, and there was a family whose house burned down with their dog still inside because the smoke detectors had been disconnected months earlier for a renovation nobody finished. Their policy technically excluded pre-existing negligence like that, and I was the one who found the inspection note that proved it. I filed the claim as fully covered anyway and told my supervisor the note must have been for a different property, a version of events that was very easy to believe once I said it with a straight face. I've never told anyone I lied on a legal document to help strangers I never met keep their house. It's the only thing on this list I don't regret, and somehow that bothers me more than any of the ones I do. My best friend's husband died suddenly at 42, and I was the one who helped her go through his phone afterward so she wouldn't have to see anything upsetting alone. I found messages between him and someone else that had been going on for over a year, still active the week before he died. I deleted the entire thread before she got to that part of the phone. Told her I'd already checked and there was nothing there she needed to see. She still talks about what a perfect marriage they had, still keeps his photo on her nightstand, still tells our friend group how lucky she was. I don't know if I did that for her or for myself, because some part of me couldn't stand to watch her lose the version of him she still gets to keep. This last one isn't mine to have an opinion on. I'm reading it exactly as it was posted, before the entire thread was wiped by the platform less than an hour later, faster than anyone has seen a removal happen on that subreddit before or since. I found out my coworker was the one who reported me to HR for something I actually didn't do, and I spent the next year making sure every mistake she ever made in that building got noticed by exactly the right people at exactly the right time. She was let go 8 months ago. I still say good morning to her in the group chat we're both somehow still in. I got the promotion that would have been hers. I don't think what I did was fair, and I don't think I care that it wasn't. And that's the part I can't say out loud to anyone who actually knows me. The moderators never explained the removal beyond a single line, calling it a policy violation, and nobody has been able to find the original post or the account that made it since that night. If number 2 stuck with you, let me know in the comments which one you keep thinking about. And subscribe, because next week's are worse.